De bevelhebber van de troepen, kolonel Lam, herinnert zich een ontmoeting met een Amerikaan.
Lực lượng du kích ở xã Phú Hòa Đông, mức độ nào đó họ mới rút xuống địa đạo. Thì quân Mỹ tiến gần rồi họ thấy, thì họ lại mở cái nắp đó ra, họ chui xuống. Nhưng vì do cái địa đạo nó hẹp, chỉ người Việt Nam chui được hết. Thì họ chui xuống rột rẹt thì mấy anh du kích kia định quay khẩu súng để bắn thằng Mỹ, bắn cái tên Mỹ ấy, nhưng quay cũng không được. Chiều ngang cái địa đạo khoảng 5 tấc thôi, 50 phân nữa. Cao khoảng 7-80 phân như này thôi, thì không thể quay khẩu súng này được. Còn người Mỹ xuống rồi rột rẹt chui, nó chặt quá thì họ lại cũng lên.
De mensen van Fouillep zijn verknocht aan hun dorp. Toen de Amerikanen de dorpelingen het bevel gaven te vertrekken, omdat ze het gebied onder controle wilden krijgen, bleven deze in hun dorp. Fouillep werd tot gevechtsgebied verklaard. Wie achterbleef, mocht worden neergeschoten. Haaf van Diep en zijn gezin bleven.
Cái hồi đó thì ở vùng này đó là nó coi như vùng tự do oanh kích. Mà nó ác liệt từ hồi năm 68. Mấy năm 60 cho tới 63, 64 thì bom đạn có ít. Mà tới 65 đó thì Mỹ mới đem bom vô, đem B-52 vô. Thì qua năm 66, 67 đó thì lúc đó nó mới ác liệt. Thì ở đây đó coi như là dân nó thả bom B-52 đó thì dân đây đi hết. Nghĩa là bắn pháo thì dân còn ở, mình phát động là dân ở lại để bám trụ. Nhưng mà nó thả B-52 là dân không dám ở nữa. Nó đem máy bay nó rải thuốc độc, thì cây trái về nó rải trong vòng 3-4 ngày, trong vòng tuần lễ là rụng lá hết, trơ trọi hết. Thì có cây qua mùa mưa nó sống trở lại, thì nó đem xe ủi đó, nó ủi rồi là đem máy bay nó rải bơm xăng, bơm lửa đó, lớn rải cho cháy.
Intelligence was such, we knew they existed, and we knew where a lot of their encampments were. We knew where a lot of their communications were. But they were very, very mobile. They would be here today and gone tomorrow. And their mobility became a major source of their security.
Niettemin blijft generaal Westmoreland, de opperbevelhebber van de Amerikaanse strijdkrachten in Vietnam, rotsvast geloven in de overwinning van zijn uiterst moderne troepenmacht.
Westmoreland was a soldier's soldier. I talked to him that fall, late fall, before the Tet Offensive, which was in the spring. And, you know, he was convinced that he'd won the war and that we'd be home by Christmas.
Backed at home by resolve, confidence, patience, determination, and continued support, we will prevail in Vietnam over the communist aggressor.
Twee maanden later, op 31 januari 1968, wordt het Tet-offensief geopend, vernoemd naar het Vietnamese nieuwjaarsfeest. 80.000 guerrilla-strijders voeren een verrassingsaanval uit. De verliezen zijn enorm, ook aan de kant van de Vietcong.
In the Tet Offensive, the Viet Cong lost most of their enlisted men, a very substantial percentage of their non-commissioned officers and officers. But the cadres were the civilian cadres in the South, the communist cadres, were intact.
De vijandelijke aanval veroorzaakt in de Verenigde Staten een collectieve shock. Meer dan 100 miljoen kijkers krijgen deze beelden te zien. Thuis in Amerika bereiken oorlogsmoeheid en verontwaardiging een hoogtepunt. Ook in Muscatine groeit de tegenstand. Mike Lake verloor een been tijdens het Tet-offensief. Hij snapt nog steeds niet waarom de mensen thuis hem en zijn kameraden zo hebben kunnen laten vallen.
Well, just like the title, it's titled Reflections, and I think this individual is leaning against the wall, the Vietnam Wall, and I think there's always a question of why we're out here. And of course the images of the young people 30 years younger, names are put on the wall. And so, you know, there's a reflection of maybe a time to think how fortunate we are, maybe, and spatially to reflect back and honor these people.
Even verderop woont Chuck Quaid. Hij was een van de vurigste tegenstanders van de oorlog. Hoewel hij vroeger veel betogingen organiseerde, heeft hij wel begrip voor de situatie van de veteranen.
And one of the very unfortunate things that went on back in those protest days was the perception that was not always true, certainly, and I think largely not true, by veterans and people who were fighting in Vietnam, that the peace movement was against them. But I think by and large the peace movement had nothing against the soldiers fighting over there, nothing but complete sympathy and wanting to bring them home. And but I experienced lots of times when I ran up against Vietnam veterans in the midst of protests where there was a lot of tension and almost some violence a few times. So that was one of the really unfortunate things.
Maar de mannen van the American Legion zien dat nog steeds heel anders.
The protesters, especially finding out that I was a combat veteran, wanted me to become a protester. I became a protester. I thought it was a good thing. Yeah, I want to stop the blood. I want to stop my brothers getting killed. Yeah, this is cool. Until one day I realized that this war protester spit in my face because he called me a baby killer. Oh, you're one of those baby killers too. That's right, I remember. And he spit in my face and I turned around and hit him. Punched him out, laid him out, and I walked away from the whole situation. And I said, no, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not what I want. This is not how I want to take it and do things.
Maar ook de veteranen van Muscatine wisten heel goed dat de toenemende gewelddadigheid van de Amerikanen geen verzinsel was. Na het Tet-offensief begon de opgekropte frustratie zich tegen de Vietnamese burgers.